Yeah, we'll do it that way around. Okay then. Hello to everybody who's watching the VOD. I just need to refresh the test stream. That's the point. Am I coming through on this? Oh no, I think we're starting now. Okay, let's go again. Thank you to everybody who is watching the VOD. Hello and welcome. Sound check, sound check. Sound check. Yeah, I'm getting okay. I thought my headphones were only working on one side. It is working properly. Right, get rid of that thing. Oh. To Discord. Everyone. Oh boy. Chair forward. Oh, that's a bit fluffer. That's okay then. Right then. Right, let's give it a moment for everyone to show up. Space. Very sticky at the top. That's a point. Nah. There we go. That's on the. Yo, Rock Band Hyena. Thank you very much for tuning in. How you doing? How are we doing this fine afternoon, this evening for me? Pretty good. Yeah, last night I got a bit carried away with building. I was when we were talking last night, I was talking about I was just doing some building for the monster truck arena. I got so into it, I just forgot about everything else. I just got so zoned into what I was making. So yeah, sorry to end chat last night so randomly. But yeah, we're doing all right. I don't really have much time to build these days, and how expensive everything is. I feel like yeah, that's good. Thank you. But yeah, how expensive everything is these days. I'm trying not to. I'm gonna, as stupid as this sounds, I'm gonna try and go the rest of the year without buying any Lego. Yeah, let's see how long that lasts. I've made 3 Bricklink orders recently. They were like less than £5 each, and that includes postage, just to get a couple of parts from a few stores. And yeah, I've got all those parts in. I've got so many parts I still need to sort. Got the big old bag here. But there is still plenty of stuff I want to make. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be tricky. That's a point. Let me go to how many VIP points do I have? Why did it log me out? What is this? So I've got, how much in points does that say I have? I've got roughly 90-ish points. 90-ish pounds worth of points, which I could definitely use to buy some stuff. It'd be very interesting. Hang on, that's a thing. Lego Insiders points value. So spend £100 to get 800 points, and to redeem it is worth, so every 400 points is worth £2.50, or 800 points is worth £5. Let me get the calculator. Hang on. Wait, hang on. When I do this now, right, how many do I have? I got that much, so 12,000. I got 12,000 points. No, not times, divide. Yeah, wrong one. No, hang on. How do I do this? So 8,000 will be 50. 12,070. Okay, so about 75 points. £75 worth of points. Okay, that checks out. That's much better. £75 worth of points. The Weird Lego Guy and This Is a Duck. Thank you both so much for making it. How are you doing? Good to see you. We just calculated how many insiders points I've got. Oh. Yeah, I need to get that ready for later. So skipping adverts, skipping all the adverts. I'm making sure to cut them all from the streams. I think there was a way of technically demonetizing them. I think I might have to do that going forward, to be honest. I don't know. I feel like it would be better. Oh, that's you. The Weird Lego Guy. Yeah, I wonder who that is. Hang on, let me there we go. One of my lug members seems to be watching. Very good. It's always really weird when someone I know is watching, because, well, the other thing is he's posted it in a bloody group chat. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, bub. Very good. We'll give it another moment, see if anyone else is going to come in at the beginning. Yeah, I do have a thing to show off this evening. I got a couple of things, actually. Technically, the monster trucks are still out. Ooh. Yeah, we'll show off a couple of modified monster trucks and some work on the arena. Well, I say the arena, it's very basic. It's just the bleachers at the moment. It's me, Austin. It's always me. Oh, it's someone else. Okay. I'll buy it. I'll believe that for now. Hello, Austin. No, that's probably... Is that him? No, that's him. Let's just carry on from now. But yes, a couple of things to showcase today. A couple of updates in regards to what's coming up next in terms of Lego creations, and what I'm going to be doing with future contents, because it has been a while since I've posted anything regular. I've got 3 vlogs out at the moment. Let me quickly go to my channel and double check them all. So from July 20th, I have the Lego Concord show that we did with Gert Lug. Such an amazing venue. Really cool to see so much there. Good to be underneath the actual plane again. Really fun. Going back nearly 3 weeks, I was at Severn Valley Railway in Highley with the LUKR, and that was also really fun to do. It's a shame I couldn't bring any of my Lego train stuff at the time, because it would have been really, really good to have my stuff run on some of the club layouts. But next weekend is our annual members weekend. The full Northern layout is going to be there. It's a massive layout. And the full Coronation Express, again, all 12 coaches. I need to figure out that small box. That's a point. Yeah, so all 12 coaches and the overhauled Coronation. It is getting a full run-in on the layout. I'm very keen for that. I have got to also get all the batteries on charge. That's a thing I need to do after the weekend. I can even do that tomorrow. Try and finish if I can speak as per. Yeah, finish up what I can with the monster trucks. get all this cleared away, get the trains out, get them on charge. Because I've got both of those. That's okay, because I can get those boxes sorted ready for the other weekend. I suppose I'll have to double check what stock I'm going to take. I haven't had the chance to even make the new wagons. That's so annoying. But yeah, I think... What am I going to take? That's a point. I need to actually think about this, because when it comes to the train weekend, the members weekend, yeah, very hyped for the... He did it for The Rock. Very good. Oh, fuck my actual brain. I just got what the previous comment was. I thought you were saying your name is Austin. You're trying to throw me off. That was such a rubbish reveal, by the way. I mean, before my time, but even then. Yeah, so, what stock am I going to take? I'm going to take Blue Goose and Coronation. That's happening. I'm going to take one extra box of stock. I got my 2 other Coronation coaches that need to go in. Technically... Pardon me. I got my small coach, which I might as well throw in just for the sake of... I don't know, actually. I might give that to one side. I want to take the Steven... I don't know. Should I take Stevenson's Rocket? It'd be good to see it run. May as well... Yeah, I'll bring the Stevenson's Rocket, because that's a full set. I'll bring the Miracle Express, because that's always a fun thing to see. I'll have to pinch the minifigures off Dad. I think that's pretty much it. I think... the member wagons as well, if anything. Yeah, I think that's actually going to be it. There really isn't... I don't have too much else besides that lot. Yeah, I think that's really it. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick to that, to be honest. I'll bring my layouts. I'm going to bring the super train station. I need to work on a new name for that, because it's not so super anymore. Yeah, it's... I have to think of a new name for that. I don't know. It's going to be really cool to see them all in person for the first time. Yes, it's so amazing seeing another person's models in person. That's the thing. So, Members Weekend 2 years ago. Obviously, missed out last year. I said this a few times before. Trace of Pierce Bricks. He was able to make it. Oh. There we go. Skip the ads. So, yeah, Trace was able to make it 2 years ago. He was only there for the Saturday. And he brought all of his models with it. Well, I don't think all of them, but I think some at the time. It was very cool to see them all in person. And I forget that they're basically built in the same sort of size and scale as, well, scale that I build. And I kind of... you see pictures and they kind of look a bit smaller, but seeing them in person here, these long, chunky, glorious Lego train models just there on the table. I'm looking at them going... It's just so amazing to look at. To be able to behold them, it's just amazing. I love it. Yeah, it was definitely really cool to see other people. I mean, with Techno Andrew, who was a member as well, he brought, even to Highly a couple of weeks ago, he brought his, I can't remember, it was the Preservation Purple livery number 70 for Queen Elizabeth. For the, is it Platinum? Because Diamond is 60, Platinum is 70. Yeah, Platinum Jubilee. Yeah, Platinum Jubilee. Basically, I saw that model and it looked so good. I've seen it before, but just seeing it again, it's so good. It is Platinum, yeah, thought so. Yeah, when I went to my first show, I was surprised about how much bigger his models look IRL. Yeah. I saw Lewis's Azuma at Highly as well. Remember, Ed has a number of high-speed trains which are really long. You see it in the video, so when it comes to seeing them in person, it's going to be pretty cool to see them in person as well. Another thing is Joe's HSTs. I saw them in person at Highly as well. The coaches are so long, but I think those coaches for the HST are the longest coaches ever made for British Rail, at least according to Joe. So it makes sense that they're that long. And my coaches are like, what's 50-ish studs? That long-ish? I don't know. It's been so long since I got them out. I'll be amazed if any of them need dusting. But yes, I'm really looking forward to getting all this stuff run on the layout. Blue Gamer Man, hello. Thank you very much for tuning in. How are you doing? Very good to see someone new. I don't recognize your gamer tag. Gamer tag? It's not. This isn't Xbox. This is YouTube. Your username. Don't know where gamer tag came from. Probably from the fact that you have the word game in your name itself. But thank you so much for coming in. I've seen his power car, but not sure about his coaches. Okay. Right, you'll see them on Saturday, I suppose. Next Saturday. It's going to be such a long drive. But you know, I need to do that right now because I keep saying it's a 3.5 hour drive. Right. Bristol to Matlock. $2 50 is 3 hours? Wow. Okay. I thought it was at least 3.5. Yeah, it's just under 3 hours. Okay. Well, that's just Bristol to Matlock. If it's the specific venue, it might clock 3 hours. Well, yeah, okay, that's actually a little bit shorter than I anticipated. It's well, it was 2.5 hours to Highley. You know, an extra half an hour. That's not the end of the world. That's actually okay because I won't need to stop off. This is something I was really worried about because on the drive to Highley. Sorry for leaning forward, by the way. I was just realized I was doing this. Well, I'm looking at another tab, so I can't see how close I am to the camera. But yes, that was a thing I was actually quite concerned about. Can I have to fill up the tank? Obviously. And I will be driving basically non-stop. I'm going to top up before I leave. But driving to Highley, I went from a full tank to pretty much exactly half a tank because I was driving on a motorway for nearly an hour. So I think I'm going to be okay to get there in one shot, unless we desperately need to stop off on any services for anything. I think we'll be all right. Probably get that there in one go. I need to trim this bit. This bit here, hang on. There we go. This is, pardon me, getting on my, because I remember trimming all of this and kind of missing these two areas. Everything else is a bit more reasonable, but these two bits, you can really get the long hairs. And I need a haircut as well. Oh, good lord. I'm starting to lose control of my hair. Let me tell you something. This is horrid. I got Milton Jones hair. British comedian Milton Jones. If you know, you know. Milton Jones. Oh my god. He was actually quite funny on Mock the Week. It's got to be said. Oh man. Yeah, this is actually a disaster. The problem is it's long on the sides. If it was shorter on the sides, it would actually look a lot more tolerable. But I'm going to get it cut short anyways, just to get rid of all this annoying length. Because it actually gets more annoying to deal with the longer my hair gets. Yeah. Right. Shall we have a look at some models that I've been making recently? Oh, skip the adverts. There we go, skipping all the adverts. Let's have a look at some models that I've been making recently, shall we? First of all, let's have a drink. Lovely. Right. I shall be back in a moment. I'm going to grab 2 monster trucks and the new thing I've been making today, and technically yesterday. Right, 1 moment, folks. I shall be right back. Oja! This was not planned after all. But at the same time, that's what makes it fun. I'll chuck these up here. So 2 monster trucks. Let's just grab one side of it. Yeah, sod it. That's actually holding on quite well. Yeah, just on one side. That'll do. Oh, right, ladies and Joe. Yeah, massive forehead. Screenshot this and have your fun. Okay, then. Right. Where can I put this? Let me chuck those. That on there. That one there. Let me phone over there. I'll put that one there. There we are. I'm actually getting quite fond of that the more I look at it. I'm actually really, but it's so simple, but it's exactly how I pictured it. I need to get Barry's though. What am I going to do for them? We'll get there. Right. Let's have a look at some monster trucks, shall we? Yeah. So, to those who have seen Street Racers Season 2, first of all, thank you so much. A new season of Street Racers is soon to enter production, i.e. the writing stage will soon begin. I want to focus on this sort of half series again. I got the idea for Season 3 focusing on, I don't know, I keep calling it a half season. That's the best way I can really describe it. But it's good that I feel like it works. Again, calling it a half season is not so much a spin-off, it's more a half season. Definitely fits that. But Season 3 proper with all the race cars is going to happen, and I'm very excited for it. I need to modify one of the race cars because I found... Do I have that? Hang on, let me see if I got the order with me. It should be behind. Oh, don't knock that over, good lord. Where is it? Yes. Right. Oh, Season 2.5, basically that, yeah. So in my last Bricklink order, I purchased 7 of these. These are 2x4 tiles with special prints for the Toy Story RC car set. It's the Juniors 4+ sets with the micro figures in green to represent the Green Army Men. So I've got 7 of these in the bag. Can we see it that way around? That's better. I've also got a couple of other decal pieces from the original RC set. So I'm going to try and find those, put them together on the lime green and blue race car I've got, representing Team Turbo Oil. And hopefully I can make it look much better than it is now, because frankly, the color combination is not bad, but the colors are so sudden next to each other. It's it's a bit, Definitely going to work on it. Going to see what we can do going forward. I definitely need to make the modifications just to make it a bit more stylish. So yeah, that is the plan. But let's have a look at some monster trucks. God, monster trucks are actually really cool, aren't they? So again, going back to what I was saying a moment ago. Oh, that's an idea. I can rest it there. So those of you who saw Street Racers Season 2.5, because someone says Josh put in the chat. So those of you who saw Street Racers Season 2, proper one, the last 5 episodes were characters who had monster trucks. And I feel like I call it a gimmick, where it is a bit gimmicky. I thought, make some monster trucks. Why not? Have a bit of fun with it. The 5 characters and their profiles who have those monster trucks have kind of served their purpose. Oh, pardon me again. That's just a standard occurrence by drinking this diesel fuel. Where did I put it? Oh, it was this side. Still not sponsored. Never going to get that. Anyways, yes. So the last 5 episodes had monster trucks, and they kind of had a singular purpose. I wanted to do something with them afterwards, and slowly I got more and more interested in making a monster truck arena, inspired by the stunts set. Now, I was going to buy that set off someone I found off of Facebook Marketplace, but basically it fell through, and I thought, you know what, that's fine. I can buy the sticker sheet off Bricklink, which I was able to do for the actual monster trucks themselves, as well as some 2x6 black tiles with the printed decal Cyber Beast, which is one of the monster trucks from that set. So I thought, you know what, the 5 monster trucks I've got at the moment are a bit specific to these 5 characters, but that story has been told now. Oh, cannot catch a break. But anyways, the idea I have now is that's come and gone. Those characters have had their story. In this midway, this half series, where, again, I don't know what to really call it, Season 2.5, as Josh said earlier. In this half series, there's going to be an episode with the monster truck. Oh, skip the adverts. There we go. So in this season, there's going to be an episode, might even be the first episode, just given how much I've made already, where it's going to focus on the monster trucks, and they're going to be repurposed. So one of the monster trucks I made, if I can remember, so it was episode 26, the first of the monster truck ones, for the character of Dempsey. It was the black and yellow one. I have now recreated it to look like this, and something tells me I showed this off last time, but this is now the magma cube. For the life of me, I cannot remember if I showed this off last time. I'm pretty sure it did, but you know what? Here it is again. It looks so much better. More flame pieces, more rocky pieces, with orange wheels. What did I have last time? Yeah, it was black wheels last time, and I've had to turn them around in order to make the wheels kind of make sense. Exhaust pipes, all looks lovely, so much fire. In the back is a lava pool with some rocks in the middle and some flamethrowers, and it's so better. It feels more like a monster truck, you know. It's like wrestling in its own way, where it's its own character. And I had ideas of I could put a school bus on monster truck wheels, I can do this, that, and the other. I'm thinking, oh god, let me make the arena first, because the important thing is I got a ramp, I got the bleachers, I'm going to have a few camera stands, and that's basically it. It's going to sit on some of the what do you call them? The road plates on that I've got for the base plates. So I'm going to rework my road car layout. Any ones I have left over will be for the monster trucks. And it's going to basically sit on that, but all of that is going to sit in one box. So all of these, because it's only going to be a small amount anyways, or at least that's the plan. I'll have to double check how I'm going to do this as I go along. But I want to try and keep all of this in one box along with the box that stores the cars in the first place. So yeah, that is the hope. Still got plenty to think about and work on, but we're getting there. We are definitely getting there. And also, all of the monster trucks now have pullback motors. There we go. I keep knocking the exhaust pipes. You couldn't see it on this side, but it was on the other side. It's so easy just to nudge them, you know. But yes, all the monster trucks that I now have built now contain pullback motors. So when I take the monster truck arena to a show, it's going to be a lot more fun. Another obstacle sort of thing I want to do for the arena is a breakthrough wall sort of thing. So the main idea I have in mind is to make a wall of barrels, because I think that would be pretty easy. You can get these 4x4 sort of fairly tall barrel pieces. I don't know if I've got more than like 2, but I don't know. There's a side of me that thinks that would be the easiest thing to just to make, you know. I'll have to look into what else I can really do, because it's going to work in a way where it's just random shapes and chunks with tiles on top to be able to keep them all together. I want to maybe texture them. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out, because again, I'm like right now I'm trying to think what would be the best bricks to be able to do that, make that a breakaway wall. The stunt sets had something similar, but it was 2 singular molded pieces that would, you could sit them together like that, and when the bike goes through it, it just does that, which is a bit boring. I mean, these are monster trucks. Look at the size of these things. You want a massive wall that just explodes when the monster truck races through. Yes, come on. Wednesday. That's what they say, isn't it? But yes, that is a plan. Let me get rid of this thing. Right. I got that suit 6 years ago. I've had it for 6 years. Bugger. Right. Let's have a look at the other monster truck, the one that's had the most work. So the red one has had minor touch-ups, but it's basically the same. Let me just have a look at the other ones. Zone, which is the black and blue one, is again basically the same, just with another decal on the side of each side of the monster truck to say Crusher to match the roof piece that it has. Big Mac, which is the orange and purple one, is again basically the same, because I love how that thing looks. However, I've had to modify Bolton's, which is surprisingly pop. Sorry, 1 second, I got something in my eyes. That's not good. Oh, there's an eyelash. Oh god, I hate this so much. Alright, I think we're okay. Yep, okay. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, try not to get eyelashes in your eyes. That's one of the most annoying pains ever. So yes, the white monster truck, which was for the character of Bolton. Surprisingly popular, I think. Oh, skipping the adverts. I'm trying to keep up with it. So yes, the monster truck for the character Bolton is surprisingly popular, both with the videos. Again, just going back there one more time. Yeah, it's the most viewed of the 5 monster truck characters for their profiles. And when it came to the shows, that I've done 2 shows. Only 2 shows. Start off adverts. So yeah, I've only done 2 shows where I brought all the cars and the monster trucks, both Highly and Concord. And the plan was just to kind of keep the monster trucks on the side because the focus is the cars. Again, the monster trucks are just a bit of a filler. But everyone was saying that the white one was their favorites, and I'm thinking, really? To me, it's the most basic one. It's the one I'm least proud of. But it was obviously something worth keeping, and I wanted to modify it all the same. So now it looks like this. Look at that skull on the front. I'm so happy with that. This is now called The Undertaker. I loved the idea of giving this a bunch of black stripes and a massive tombstone on the back. The engine already looks wonderful, and the skull is just perfect. Also, all of the drivers have been replaced. So the guy that's driving this one, there was a car boot sale that I went to, what was it, 2 weeks ago, nearly? Yeah, it wasn't last weekend because that was a show. It was the weekend prior, where we saw a guy selling some Lego stuff, and he had this minifigure. So that skull piece, that skull torso, again, this is a stunts driver minifigure, along with the headpiece. There's a helmet and a shoulder pad thing that this minifigure originally has. But that looked perfect. Got some back details as well. It looks excellent. Was able to find a black hood piece from something I had built previously. And that is my Undertaker, driving the monster truck known as The Undertaker. It is so perfect. So this is now up there as one of my favorite monster trucks at the moment. I mean, I'm very happy. The thing is, when you look at it sideways, it's about that. So the rear of the truck is lifted up, and you see that a lot with monster trucks. And there's only just enough clear. Did I modify this to make it a bit? Hang on one second. Let me do a quick test. Yeah, I remember lifting up the jaw piece by a plate just to give it a bit more clearance. And something tells me when I take the monster truck arena to shows, if this gets used on the ramps, when it lands, this jaw piece might come off. We'll figure it out when we get there. If it does keep doing that, then I know how to modify it. But I'll tell you what, I'm still super happy with it. Ah, yes. I'm very keen for making these now because I'm so happy that the car side of my Lego enjoyment has expanded. So when it came to making the trains, it was always steam, it was always passenger focused, and it was quite singular. But I had an interest in doing a couple of other things. I just never had the ability to really display that. When it came to the cars, I know that I wanted to make street racers, and it's still the primary thing. I then expanded into the race cars, which has now become its own thing, and soon will have its own season. And I'm so glad I got into making the monster trucks, because that is another thing on its own, which is so much fun. So I can basically say that I've got 3 separate car displays. However, with the trains, it was always the same thing. Yeah. Right, so let's move on to the third and final thing to show you here this evening. This is a work in progress still, but you will get the idea as soon as you see it. What is the point of me putting it on that? That's a point, actually. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I don't really need them anymore because it's already connected by that main piece. So, I'm currently working on the ramp. So we've got ramp on each side and a bunch of broken cars in the middle. That's standard. I need to make that collapsible wall. I've got to make a couple of camera stand points just to be able to dot around the display. I'm gonna make a little trophy. What do you call it? Like the winner's podium. That's the word, podium. Because I found a minifigure torso for the New Year's Monster Truck City sets. For the again, the torso that actually comes with the minifigure for that set. So I bought 5 of them, so I was able to get back one of them, make a little minifigure holding a trophy. So I think, yeah, right, that looks cool. Let's turn that into something else on its own. But the main thing is, again, I'm pretty sure the word is the bleachers. Oh, itchy back. It's where all the spectators basically stand. And this is what I have at the moment. So it does expand on this side, basically double in length going sideways. I have all of these pieces along the bottom with like advertisement stickers. Again, there's loads more, and they're all unique ones as we go along. So as for the other side of this, as it continues onwards, there's another, what is it? Because it's 6. Yeah, another 6 different versions of these. It's actually the best. It's pretty much exactly how I imagined it would look. I got so many masonry bricks after scrapping old parts of the train layouts, which is why I'm using them here. It was going to be black bricks, but I thought masonry, a bit more texturing, a bit fine. I need to get some barriers of some kind in front of where these spectators will actually stand. And yeah, that's quite simple, but it's actually really cool to see. I'm actually quite happy to see how strong this side piece is, because I built it to be, well, you can see the separation here. You can see that seam going up. It was going to be its own thing on its own, but I thought, well, if I'm going to have more minifigures, hang on, skipping the adverts, trying to keep up with it. So yes, if I was going to have presenters on this, which I really wanted to, it was going to be on a fairly big platform. So 4 studs isn't exactly enough. So that's 10 across. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to really say. It kind of does what it says on the tin. You can see everything there. The presenters themselves, if I tip it up this way, are way too close to the camera. So with how I've made this flooring, I can move them back a little bit. So I've got another extra 2 studs to play with, and that's going to be kind of where you, well, how do I do this? So the minifigures are going to be stood in line here. So 2 studs away from the wall. There was a thing I made a while back. It was a DJ set, that was it, where I made the DJ sort of. It had like lights on the table. I'm not a music-minded person, so I don't remember what it's actually called. But I remember making speakers for it, so I thought, okay, let me grab those speakers. We got a big old sticker piece to go on a 6x6 tile, which I thankfully had one of those of to be able to put the sticker onto. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good, just as its own base thing. I need to get the railing on there as well. I might try and mimic this as we go across, but I really don't know to be. I got string pieces. I might try that. But again, I'm not 100% certain on what I want to do. I'm not going to keep it open like this because it looks a bit too weird. So barricading of some kind will be needed. But yes, I am so happy with how, because it's so basic, but it gets the job done. It's all it really needs to be. Oh, it's beautiful. Whew. There we go. So that is what I have been building recently. The monster trucks were actually before the weekend. It's, yeah, you know. Sorry, VIP's messaging me. There we go. Okay, then. Let's have a drink. Where's my drink? Where's the burp juice? The diesel fuel. So yes, that is all of the new stuff at the moment. Everything is kind of monster truck focused. I have this to make. I've got the racetrack still to make. And I've got the new train layout still to make, which I still have zero motivation for. So to anybody who doesn't know, the train layout is basically ready to go. I've got all the parts I really could need. The only issue is, as I turn in my chair, all the stuff that's here in front of me right now will have to move. I got a stack of base plates. I got a couple of boxes of Lego. I got a big empty box. I've got a stack of bubble wrap in the back. Just a bunch of loose bits. The thing is, I want to be able to put that all somewhere, but I don't know where to put it. It's a bit frustrating. We're going to get there. We are going to figure it out. But this is where I want to focus on having here to be able to build all the stuff I want to get on with. Basically, the layouts. I can probably move things around to be able to shuffle the boxes with all the current parts for. I can't have anything behind there because if I need to access it, the train layout's going to be in the way. Ah, bugger. Could I make it thinner? Could I make the layout thin? Hang on. I don't know. No, I can't get away with that. Oh, damn it. I was thinking about making the train layout thinner, but technically that won't work. Because I need to make the tunnel portals, I need the details, the space on the side to be able to make the details. Oh, damn it. I was just about to make it more space efficient, but I can't do it. Bugger. Well, it saves a bunch of rebuilding for the track, I suppose. Yeah, it's gonna happen. But the problem is I honestly don't see it happening this year. Actually, it does need to happen. That's a lie. It needs to happen this year. Because I signed up for a show in Spa Valley at the end of October, and that's a point as well. Bristol to Spa Valley. How long is that going to take? Because we're going south for this, aren't we? No, we are going east. Oh, God, don't take me through London. Jesus. A 3-hour trip. That's another 3-hour drive. Ay. I need to book a hotel, and I'm honestly tempted just to sleep in the car. It'll be so much cheaper. The thing is, I'm so skint right now. It's actually a problem. Damn it. Ah. Okay. Yeah, so that's the train layout. Basically nothing's changed. The problem is there's a side of me that wishes I didn't commit to this. Just thinking about because the position that I'm in is a position I've been in a number of times where everyone needs money, but I'm trying to cut back on the costs for what I'm spending on the hobby. And I'm very tempted to. I might think, I don't know, look into selling some bits. I mean, when it comes to members weekend, I'm going to try and sell off as many train wheels as I can because I know I don't want them anymore. But the best market I'm going to have to sell these off to will be at its members weekend. Gonna have to think on it. But the thing is, I've also got other things I want to try and sell on. I've got some sealed sets. I'm gonna go car boot sale on Sunday. My Captain America cosplay suits. I found out today, earlier in the stream, in fact. Oh, I'm trying to stretch. You can't really stretch when you got this in the way. So yeah, I've had that suit 6 years now. Damn it. That was an expensive purchase. And I've had that on Facebook Marketplace for a couple of months, maybe. I've had a lot of people show interest, but I've had every single one of them has pissed me about. Can you do it for stupid cheap? Could you ship it? I've marked it as collection only, and collection only means collection only. I can't ship a massive suit like that. It's too encumbering. Yeah, I'm really hoping to get it sold this weekend. There's a number of other things I'm going to try and bring along with me. And yeah, it's a challenge. It's such a challenge. But enough about that. Let's talk about videos on the channel. What videos are going to come next? What am I uploading next? Well, frankly, there really isn't that much lined up to make. There is a number of things I still want to build, which can have its own dedicated showcase video. But that's now on the back burner behind so much other stuff, i.e. the racetrack, the monster truck arena, the train layouts. I need to get the big stuff made first. I am under a commission to make another wrestling belt. So when that gets made, that's going to have a showcase video as well. The belt in question is the World Heavyweight Championship, the original WCW Big Gold Belt. It's a gorgeous belt. I have a grand idea for it. I don't know how well it's actually going to look because it's going to be gold on top of yellow. But I have a plan. I'm going to see it through. I'm going to make it work. Oh boy. It uses more of those hinge. I've got so many of those hinge pieces too. Another funny thing is I've got loads of Ninjago figures. And I'm going to try and maybe sell them. Because, I mean, I'm going to keep everything for the spinner stuff. I want to make an Ninjago Spinjitzu Arena as another show display thing. Because that's going to be so much fun. I'm like, yes! I really want to make it. It's going to be so great. Cannot wait for it. Building the arena is going to be interesting to say the least. But, yes, I know for certain that I want to make this because I've been a fan of this forever, but I've never really had any chance to make anything with it. But now with the idea of this arena coming together because of next year's club collaboration, it might not fit the overall collaboration despite it being Ninjago themed. I still might see if I can squeeze it in. Maybe just be next to the collaboration so it all fits in. But, it's going to be the best. I cannot wait. It's going to be very simple at the same time because, if anything, I need to get all the spinners, all the minifigures, and all of the golden weapons on show. So yeah, we're gonna figure out as we go along with that thing. But let me put that on the to build list. That's a point. I need to get the build list. I need to get this feedback thing loaded up as well. So, vlog, check. Vlog, check. We're not going to do any overhauls because I scrapped everything. Will you stop double clicking, you sodding? I need a new mouse. There we go. So yes, I need to. The only thing that's on my list is using the Lego City tour bus set to turn into a cafe bus, which that's something that's going to have its own showcase video. Ooh. Let me get the World Heavyweight Championship on there. There we go. New Spinner Arena. I haven't watched Dragons Rising, and frankly, I don't think I ever will. For me, Ninjago ended with Crystallized. Double-clicking. That's pretty much it at the moment. Tell you what. Street Racers Season 3. And Streets Racers. Tales from the Streets. I like that as the title. World Grand Prix. Oh, it's going to be so good. Cannot wait. Right, we have 10 minutes left in this live stream. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. If there are no questions, then the stream will end early. There is actually, I have to keep that on hold. Right, as I wait for anyone in chat to ask any questions, there is something I need to quickly go over. If after this there are no questions, then we will end the stream. I need to get some feedback sorted from the show last weekend. There's a truck reversing outside. I wonder if you can hear that. All right, so how are we doing from chat? Any questions? Any questions? Currently going through some feedback from last week's show. If there are no questions when I'm done, then the show will conclude. So just as a heads up, okay? We get rid of that bit, yeah. There we go. Right, so I've had to sort out some feedback for the Lego show I hosted last weekend. Sunday, basically. That's all put together. That's pretty much everything from there anyways. Yes. Alright, we'll come out of there. We'll have to close down the group. And that will have to conclude the streams. We got no questions from the chat, so that will do here today. Thank you everyone so much for coming out. Oh, I've had my leg up. I'm all numb now. I'm going to get pins and needles. It's going to be horrible. So yes, thank you everyone so much for watching. Thursday night live streams seem to be going quite well. I do like the fact that I have a new regular day. The going back and forth for potentially doing Wednesdays or Fridays is not impossible. Still going to happen, but nice to be able to keep doing these live streams, and it's so good to see people tuning in. So once again, everyone, thank you ever so much for watching. If you like what I do and want to support me in a more personal way, consider becoming a member on Patreon. There is a link in the description down below. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and I shall see you all next time. Bye, folks.